Adam?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Quarterbacks today, day evaluation. What did you see?
Well, for the most part, I thought both executed. I'm talking about the top two executed well and moved the ball. I think maybe there was only one situation where there would have been a punt. We didn't do special teams today, so it was good to see execution out of both the guys. I know a little more when I go back and watch the film. Right off the top of my head, I didn't see any glaring things. A couple ball handling issues with Coleman a couple times. They could have cost us, and the ball bounced our way offensively, and we were able to recover it. But other than that, both did a nice job of executing and getting us in the right play and going to the right spot, I thought.
How was just the recall, the ability to run at its game tempo?
I thought it was good. I thought offensively, those guys did a nice job of lining up, executing the plays, withstanding the heat. Probably the hottest day we've had all camp and on the turf. I thought they did a nice job. Defense, that's the thing when you go no huddle, you get a first down or two, you start to wilter a little bit. They did bow their neck on the first drive and hold the offense to a field goal. But we got to play better defense, and a lot of it is attitude and effort, lining up, playing the next snap, being able to push through. We got a lot of guys banged up. We got a lot of bumps and bruises that, off the top of my head, I don't know if we fought through like we should have, but they did get a stop in 1 minute to win the game. They held the offense, but overall, we got to play harder and faster defensively.
Just from the eye test, anybody really stand out and impress you today?
I thought all backs ran well. The top three ran really well. Easy Matthews had a couple nice runs with the threes. Both quarterbacks did a nice job. Protection up front did a pretty good job. Defensively, I think Corey James showed up at times, and then we got a little bit tired. KPL showed up and made some licks. I got to go back and watch the tape, but overall, I'd have to give the nod to the offense, this scrimmage of executing more consistently for the whole scrimmage.
You did say one of the things you were looking for is a better pass rush. Did you get any sense of that today?
I didn't get a sense of that today of us being able to get to the passer. And I wasn't on Coach Summers. I was basically calling the plays to the second half of the scrimmage, so I didn't know exactly what they were calling. Didn't look like we brought a lot of pressure, and we were trying to play base defense and see who could line up and who could play and who could execute instead of game planning each other. He wanted to see guys line up and play hard, and like to look at the tape. But I didn't notice a lot of pass rush. There were a couple times we got home on some twists, but other than that, we got to do a better job of creating some pass rush.
Did this get you any closer to figuring out some of those tight position battles, quarterback, running back, some of those spots where you're really kind of undecided at this point?
Well, it will, but we're going to grade the film. I'll meet with the offense and I'll meet with the defense, and we'll talk about it, and then we'll have a better understanding tomorrow afternoon to evening of where we go into Monday's practice with these guys and where the depth chart sits. The depth chart changes daily, but anytime you have a scrimmage, which is a little bit more of importance, that depth chart could change. And it could be a little bit more significant than a day-to-day change.
It sounds like your quarterback battle will still go into the second scrimmage.
I'm gonna look. It's gonna be the same with everybody. So we're gonna meet tomorrow and we're gonna discuss it offensively, where we need to go in what direction. If we feel like we still need to have some competition, we will. If not, we feel like one guy's ready to be named the starter, we'll name it. But right now, just to be honest, I couldn't say which way I'm going to go either way.
There were some guys you weren't sure if they'd be able to play today when we talked to you yesterday. Trent Matthews was one of them.
Trent was held today. Trey Smith was held today. Kevon was held today. Rashard was held today. Devin Jones was held today. Jordan Benson was held today. Maybe a couple others.
Slager going to play today?
Slager did play today. Yeah, Slager played today. Those are the ones off the top of my head that I remember that were held.
Did Stephen Walker play today?
Stephen had a big night. Had a big night. I think at 6 o'clock he has a little girl, 5 pounds, and so he wanted. I talked to him last night, and then he wanted to come, and he's going to do the team picture, and then he's not going to go to the game with us tonight. He's going to go spend time with his fiance and his little girl.
Perfect.
All right, so the whole team's going to go down for the game today then?
Yeah, you're just going to keep asking.
Did you get a chance to practice your pitch?
My brother-in-law is a baseball guy. He coaches high school baseball. He played baseball. He's in Texas. You better throw a strike. You better be practicing. But I'm really not worried about it. I'm gonna go out there and throw it as hard as I can. If it hits the ground, it hits the ground. If it hits the fence, I don't care. I'm really worried about September 5th is what I'm worried about. It's go out there and have some fun. The whole team gets to go. A little bit of reward. I'm sure they'd rather go lay down and go sleep and get some rest because it's been a tough 11 practices. But we're all family. They gotta go support this pitch I'm gonna throw. I might bring it like Charlie Sheen on Wild Thing and hit the fence. Maybe the only way we can get Colorado State on Sports Center if I throw something wild. So I might throw it wild.
Hit the mascot.
I might hit the mascot. What is their mascot?
Dinger. He's a big purple.
I might hit Dinger. But I haven't practiced, so I wasn't a baseball guy.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.